So this video, we're going to be doing the negotiations, which we're going to try and avoid. But the main thing here is closing. So closing the deal. You should have asked them to pre-close, figure out what their, what would be preventing them. This is where you're really going to explain the contract, explain the prices, explain the 10% discount if they sign today, and really solidify your knowledge and expertise, why you're the right person for the job. You can talk about insurance. We have $1 million insurance policy. We've never had to use it, but it's there just in case. Those are things you want to weave in. The 10% discount. Sell them on this. If they sign today, they get 10% off. Worst case scenario, they sign right now, get 10% off, and they have 3 days to cancel that due to Wisconsin contract law. So it makes sense for them to sign today. You'll get extra sales off of that by just getting them to sign today. And then they have the option to cancel later, which most of the time they don't end up doing. Um, you know, don't overpromise. So don't tell them you're going to do things that you can't actually do. The last thing you want to do is lie to these people. They will remember it and it will come back to bite you for sure. Talk about the eco-friendly chemicals if that's something that you think. So read them. If they think that, if you think that, that eco-friendly chemicals would be something that's important to them, talk to them about that. Sodium hypochlorite doesn't damage, anything. It's going to dissolve into just salt and water. Tell them to look at past reviews, things like this. You're really going to want to sell them. Make sure you know what their potential objection is beforehand so you can plan out what your response is going to be to that. Explain the contract, explain everything there, explain the prices, show them all the different things that you gave them an estimate on, so that'd be the house, the deck, the concrete, whatever it is. Then the negotiation piece, you're going to try and stay away from the negotiation piece at all times. You're not really going to want to do that. But if you have to, no more than 10%. Absolutely not. Don't start at 10%. Give them, if it's like $1,020, say we'll do it for 1,000 even. Don't be giving them this huge discount. Um, One thing you can do, and what worked for me, I actually inflated my prices over the summer. So I ended up probably charging almost double what the average house wash was. I was charging like $1,000 for a $500 house wash. It was crazy, but it worked for me. So then you can have the ability to cut them a discount either there on the spot, like if you cut them like a little, $50 discount or something like that, or later in the summer when you're wanting to get it just a couple extra more sales, you reach back out to them later and say, hey, I'd be willing to do it for this. We're looking to fill our schedule. So closing, make sure you know what their potential objection is so you have a plan in place for it. Sell them on your knowledge or expertise. And show them the contract, explain everything, explain the 10% discount, get them to sign today, give them the option to cancel later, to get a little bit of soft commitment, and then try to avoid negotiating, but if you have to, just a couple bucks off the price to the even like $50 or $100 mark. No more than 10% of the base contract price. That's not profitable. So that's everything there.